Minasan, konnichiwa. Today we'll be talking about verb conjugation. So, there are a variety of ways to change the form of a verb. The simplest form is called the dictionary form, or the way that it's listed in a dictionary, hence the name. We start with the dictionary form, and we always conjugate it into different forms. So, for example, we have taberu, and that can be changed into tabemasu or tabemasen. We've got suru, and we've got shimasu or shimasen. And there are countless other ways to conjugate verbs, but today we'll be talking mainly about mas and masen, because those are the two simplest ways to conjugate a verb. So the rules of conjugation are different based off of the type of verb. So you classify these verbs into different groups, and those sort of determine what you do to conjugate it, because it's different for all of them. The simplest would be the ru verbs. Those are basically a stem. For example, taberu, the stem would be tabe with ru at the end. So it's very simple. All you have to do is change the ru to something else. So in this case, we change the ru into mas or masen. So for example, taberu becomes tabemasu or tabemasen. Okiru becomes okimasu or okimasen. Here we can see that the stem never changes, but the ru does. The next type is the u verb. The stem consists of the whole verb minus the final u. So even if the u is connected with a consonant, for example in ku or in ru, you cut off the u and the consonant remains, which is kind of weird because in Japanese you can't have a consonant alone. It always has to have a vowel with it, but we resolve this by adding to that consonant imasu or imasen. So for example, if we've got the ik of iku minus the u, we can add the I and make it into ikimasu or ikimasen. If we've got hanasu, we lose the u and we just get an s. So when we add an I, it becomes shi. So we've got hanashimasu. Nomu can become nomimasu. Kaeru can become kaerimasu. There are also two verbs that don't fit into the groups of ru or u verbs. These would be suru and kuru. So the stem of suru is shi, and the stem of kuru is ki. So when we want to conjugate them, we just add mas or masen to those stems. So suru can become shimasu or shimasen, kuru can become kimasu or kimasen. That's all I've got for you today. Arigatou gozaimasu.